Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened tonight in 2024 NBA Playoff Day 41, where tonight was played the Game 5 in Western Conference Finals, where the Dallas Mavericks didn't have any problem and defeated by 21 points, the 124 to 103, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and with this victory, the Dallas Mavericks won the series for one and qualified to the NBA Finals, where in 1 week from now, the Dallas Mavericks will face the Boston Celtics, the Eastern Conference champion team, in the NBA Finals. So I'm going to talk about a little more about this game and the series and what's next. Where about this game, Minnesota Timberwolves 103, Dallas Mavericks 124. To be honest, this game was different from what happened in the first four games. Where remember that in the first four games, the game was very close. Where always the difference was between 3 to 5, 7 points difference. But this game was very different because in the first half the game was defined because in the halftime the Dallas Mavericks were leading by 30 or almost 30 points, 30 points difference by 29 points difference, and in that moment the game was over. To be honest, the only time that the game was close so was in the first quarter, especially in the first 9 minutes of the game, because in the last minutes of the third quarter it was when the Dallas Mavericks created that big gap that was enough to win this game. And to be honest, the game was defined, was over in the halftime, and in the second time it was necessary to play because it was a basketball and there were 24 minutes left, and in the end the Mavericks won it easily, and now they qualified to the NBA Finals. About this game, how I told you, in the first 9 minutes of the game, in the first quarter, the game was very close, but all the difference was between 1 to 3 to 4 point difference. But in the last 3 minutes of the quarter, the Dallas Mavericks out to score out to play the Timberwolves, where in this quarter they won it by 40 point difference, 35 by 60 point difference, 35 by 16, and in that moment that was over. And in the third quarter, the Dallas Mavericks played better, where they got more than 30 points lead in the game. In the end of the quarter, the Timberwolves reduced the game to 29 point difference. But in this quarter, the Dallas Mavericks scored 34 points. They allowed 21 points. They won this quarter by 13 point difference, and they increased the lead to a 29 difference, and they were leading 69 to 40 in the end of the second quarter, in the halftime. And in the second half, the game was over. The Mavericks they just were controlling the game, and the Timberwolves tried to reduce the gap to enter to the game, but it wasn't necessary. No, sorry, it was they couldn't because the Mavericks had the game under control, and in the end they won the game. The Timberwolves tried to put emotion to the game, where they reduced the game to a 20 points difference, but after that the Mavericks reacted and increased the lead. Where in the third quarter, the Timberwolves won by 5 point difference, 33 to 28, and they reduced the game to a 24 point difference. In that moment, the Mavericks were leading 97 to 73, but the game was over in that moment, and the game, how I told you, the game was over in the halftime. And in the fourth quarter, again the difference was between 20 to 30 point difference, and in the end the Timberwolves reduced the game to a 19 point difference, and to a 21 point difference, and the Mavericks won it 124 to 103 and won the series for one and qualified to the NBA Finals. About the overall statistics, the Dallas Mavericks play a tremendous basketball level, where they threw for a 55% from field goal. They scored 15 triples, and they won the paint by 2 point difference. And by the Timberwolves side, they threw for a 43% from field goal, and they scored 10 triples. And about the individual statistics, the best player was Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving. Each one scored 36 points. The difference is that the Luka Doncic made a double-double where he made 10 rebounds, and the second best scorer was PG Washington with 12 points. But I told you, most of the points of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic were scored in the first half when the game was defined. And by the Timberwolves side, the best player were Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns, with each one scored 28 points, and the difference is that Karl Anthony Towns made a double-double with 12 rebounds. So, to talk about the Timberwolves, they made a tremendous season where they finished in the third place. It was a surprise that they reached the Western Conference Finals, because remember that in the semi-final round they defeated the reigning champion team until that moment, the Denver Nuggets, in 7 games. Well, remember that they were down 2-3 in the series, and they won the last 2 games, the games 6 or 7, and they qualified to the Western Conference. To be honest, I think that in this moment when the Timberwolves reached, they were tired, but to be honest, the Mavericks were a better team because they are playing a very tremendous basketball level, especially because they have 2 very great players like Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, and they play a very great defense, and they dominate the paint. So what's next? What I told you, the finals are the NBA finals are defined, where the final will have to wait 1 week, because the final will start the next Tuesday, June 6th, where the game will start in Boston, where the Celtics had the best record in the Eastern Conference and in the league. Where remember that the Boston Celtics, how the Boston Celtics qualify. They remember that in the first round they didn't have any problem and defeated for 1 day Heat. In the second round they didn't have no problem against the Cavs, and they defeated for 1. And in the last Monday they swept the series and defeated 4-0 the Pacers, and they qualified to the NBA Finals, where they won the Eastern Conference for second time in 3 years, and this is the 23 times that they qualified to the NBA Finals. Remember that, to be honest, the Celtics are one of the best team in the league, but remember that they didn't have any problem to qualify and to reach this level, because remember that they had some look. There is no problem for them, but remember that against Miami Heat, James Butler, neither another big players of Miami Heat couldn't play. In the second round, Donovan Mitchell didn't play in the last 2 games, and some key players from the Cavaliers didn't play. And in this round, in the last 2 games, in the game 3 and 4, Haliburton didn't play. Of course, you can blame the Celtics. They have a very easy way, but they are a very great team. And about the Mavericks defeated in the first round the Clippers 4-2. In the semi-final round, they defeated 4-2 the Thunders, and in this round, they defeated 4-1 the Timberwolves. To be honest, I didn't expect that the Mavericks qualified to the NBA Finals, because I thought that the Clippers were gonna to defeat them in the first round, but they are playing a very tremendous basketball level. So the NBA Finals will be between the Celtics and the Mavericks, where in the first 2 games will be playing Boston, where the first game will be the next Tuesday, June 6th and 20:30 Eastern time, and in the second game will be the next Sunday, June 9th and 20 o'clock Eastern time. The game 3 and 4 will be played in Dallas, where the game 3 will be played on the Wednesday, June 12th, 20:30 Eastern time, and the game 4 will be played the Friday, June 14 and 20:30 Eastern time. If it's necessary, the game 5 will travel back to Boston, where the game will be played the Monday, June 17 and 20:30 Eastern time. And if this is necessary, the game will travel back to Dallas for the game 6, where the game will be played the next Tuesday, June 20 and 20:30 Eastern time. And if this is necessary, the game 7 will travel back to Boston for the Sunday, June 23rd and 20 o'clock Eastern time. To be honest, this will be a very close game. I think that these finals will be finished in 7 games. I know that the favorites are the Celtics, but to be honest, in my opinion, the favorites are the Mavericks because they are playing at tremendous basketball level. In my opinion, they are the best team that are playing these kind of games, and Luka Doncic is playing at tremendous basketball level. So those Kylie Irving and Kyrie Irving will want to take revenge for his past with the Celtics. It didn't result very great that relationship, and also because the Dallas Mavericks are playing a very great defense basketball like the so those Celtics, and I think that the Mavericks have the advantage because they have better paying players. So I think that I'm going to tell my prediction. I think that the Mavericks are going to win this game in 7 games for what I've told you in the last few seconds. So I think that the Mavs in 7 are going to win this game, and they will win his second title in his history, and this will be remember that the Mavericks returned to the finals since the 2011 when was the last time, and remember that the Mavericks have been 3 times in the NBA Finals: in 2006 where they lost against the Miami Heat, 2011 when they defeated the Miami Heat. No, the Thunder, I think so. No, the Miami Heat, and this time in 2024, and the Celtics will want to get its 17th title in the NBA. Where remember that in this moment they are tied with the Lakers with 16, but remember the Lakers have won the NBA in season tournament. I know that a lot of people don't put value to this tournament, but the Lakers won it. And to be honest, I don't want the Celtics win this series, but I think that the Mavericks are going to win this series. The only I expect about this series that this series to be very close and so, and the minimum the series could be played 5 or 6 games. So in this video, I'll talk about what happened tonight, where the Dallas Mavericks didn't have a problem, defeated and humiliated the Timberwolves by 21 points. They won the series 4-1. They qualified to the NBA Finals, where they will represent the Western Conference, and they will play against the Boston Celtics that will represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals. And the bad news is that we'll have to wait 1 week to see the stars of the NBA Finals. So this is all for tonight. See you next video. Gibran.